So I just found this one here on the creek. I didn't think about pulling my camera out as soon as I saw it. I just grabbed it right away because it was kind of just flashing right in my face. This thing is so white. But man, look at the size of that thing. That is an awesome find right there, man. I think it's probably missing the bottom part's chipped. The tip is chipped a little bit. Would have been much more pointy. And I want to say that this would have had the same type of notch over here on the other side. You can see the symmetry of the blade. I mean, that's a big point right there, man. That's one of the biggest ones I found. I found another one. I think I showed it in one of my other videos that was much longer. That's probably the nicest one that I found that's big, though. I mean, that thing is awesome. I've been doing some sifting down here along this bend here. And after a while of not finding anything, I decided to look at this little area right here. Now, this here, you can see all across here is really high. And the water is really mostly flowing around this corner here. Now this area here is so high because that was where I was doing a lot of sifting before, up in that little pool up there. And I was just basically sifting everything down in this one spot. I searched underneath it pretty good, and I decided I would make just a big pile right there. And like I said, after a while of not really finding anything, I was just kind of looking up here. I eyeballed this one right on top. And I could see the notches in it right away, but I absolutely did not find that before. And like I said, this whole mound right here, the water's flowing right around it, and this whole mound I'm standing on is basically the mound that I created from sifting out this whole pool right here and all around this bend. And I'm just amazed that that was sitting right on top. I mean, look at the notches in that thing. It's amazing how unique each one is. I mean, I'm gonna set that right up top, right there for now. That thing's claw is bigger than my thumb. Boy, I would hate to get pinched by that guy. Guess that's why there's so many raccoon prints out here snacking at night or something. I mean, they're just all over the bank, everywhere down this entire creek, which is a good probably, this whole thing's probably a good couple hundred yards, this creek here, and it's just literally on every single bank. Alright guys, check this one out. I'm over here in the creek again. I see something in the screener. I thought I saw something in the corner of my eye. Now this is a rock that I see a lot that looks like it could be something, but it always ends up not being something. It's just the way that it chips naturally, I think, just kind of tricks you. But I touched it a little bit, but I didn't pull it out yet. I could see, oh yeah, look at that. It's got chip marks in it, and it looks, that's a point right there. Oh, that's so awesome. So now I know that there's arrowheads up above that point, which now that kind of opens up this whole creek here for me to search. Look at that guy right there. You can see the chip marks all down the side. I pulled it out like halfway just to see what it was, to make sure it was. You can see the chip marks in it where it was made into that sharp blade. And that's awesome right there. That's a really nice one. What's up, cat? You hungry? Guess I should probably feed the cat. This, I believe, is a piece of pottery. And you can see the back of it has kind of like a bubbling type of texture on it. And the front is very smooth. It's kind of bowl-shaped. It's just a piece of clay, I think, but it's definitely fired. It's not like natural. That's not a rock, and it's not a natural piece of clay. I'm pretty sure it's a piece of pottery. And I've got plenty of other pieces up at the house, and I've been keeping them, but I haven't been videoing them when I find them because I wasn't sure what they were. I knew they weren't natural. I wasn't sure what they were. Looks like maybe a shard of something. It's not really, not good enough to keep, I don't think. Like I said, I haven't looked through the screener yet. Ooh, I like that. That's a piece right there, actually. Yeah, I can see where that's been worked by man. That blade or edge right there, that's been worked. It's the midsection. And it's kind of like a really cloudy looking type of quartz, maybe? Maybe? I'll set that one aside. I can tell that's worked for sure. I mean, it's got like that nice shape to it too, but I'll set it with my piece of pottery there. I've got another one here laying right on top of the screener. A lot of times I've noticed I've found a lot of them either in the very first screen of the spot, it's happened at least 5 or 6 times now, or they're just laying right on top. As soon as I scoop it in there, it's just boom, right there. Or, you know, I'll see it in the shovel before I even get to the screener. Well, I see that right there. I can tell exactly what it is. That thing is white too, man. Look at how white that quartz rock is. But once again, you know, you can see that perfect blade on it. That's almost too white for the camera to pick it up, man. The detail that I can see with the naked eye, I can't even see on the camera. That's just, you know, the bottom's missing, the tip's missing once again, you know. It's just broken from tumbling around probably, but that's a pretty cool one right there. I like how white it is. It's got a little bit of red down at the bottom. That's not dirt. That's like a vein of some type of red quartz, I guess. So another piece of pottery here. You can see the bubbles texturing design on it. And the front is smooth. It's fired clay. It's got some kind of a rim on it, like all the other ones. The fact that I'm finding so many pieces that look exactly like this is proof to me that it's not natural, you know. I mean, it's definitely clay. It's not a rock. But it's got the texturing, the rim, and then the inside is nice and smooth. Alright, so I'm like about to go inside. I'm really tired. And I think I've got 2 of them that I just eyeballed like right before I'm about to go in. I just grabbed a piece of pottery right there. I just laid it down on the side. I'm like literally about to go inside right now. And I think I've got 2 of them just sitting here. Like I said, I just eyeballed them. This is the first one I saw right here. I saw the notch on it and I was like, oh, I almost reached out and grabbed it. But like, this is all stuff right here that I sifted yesterday. I mean, I was up here yesterday right here sifting this stuff. I guess it's coming from the bank or something. But, this has got to be something right here. Oh, look at how thin it is, too. That's cool. That's quartz, and, man, it's got stripes in it. That has stripes in it, man. I haven't even cleaned it off yet. Oh, that thing is so sick. Look at the notch on that bad boy. Corner's broken. And then the other one that I saw right here in the same spot is right there. I can see the tip sticking out of it. I'm pretty sure. Maybe not. Sometimes you get fooled. That looked like the point sticking out right there. I suppose that could be something. I'll keep it for a little while just in case I look at it better in some better light. That is a great arrowhead right there, man. I'm going to clean that thing up. It's got like algae stuck to it and stuff. Oh man, I love that kind of notch right there, man. That thing looks awesome. I wish it was whole, but yeah, look at the stripes in it. Look at the quartz rock. It's got stripes in the mineral of the rock. That is too good to be true. Yeah, this one, I look at it now, I don't think that's nothing. I saw that point sticking out and I thought it was, but nah. So I just made an interesting discovery, at least I think it is. This here's another piece of pottery. I've shown some of the other ones that I found, I think in the previous video, or possibly just earlier in this one. But if you look, you know, you've got that type of like fired clay material. It's the same material as all the other pieces of pottery I found. This one has very distinct straight lines in it that form like a crisscross pattern, where I guess, you know, at one time, if this was like new, they would be kind of squares, not like little round like balls on there. And all the other pieces that I found have been like a bunch of balls on it. It's just, it looks like round, like half circles on the surface. And I'm guessing that was so that they could grab it and grip it better or something like that. It's some type of like simple little pattern they put on there. But like I said, this one has straight lines. It's not like just those half balls in there. So I think at one time they would be like nice and square looking. You can really see how straight those lines are in that are cut in there. And now I'm thinking that the other pieces of pottery that I have probably had that exact same pattern, but over time they've been worn down in the creek and they turned into just kind of circles instead of squares because all the edges are getting rounded off on them. So that's an interesting discovery right there. I mean, that's amazing that one lasted so long. Maybe this one was up in the bank and not in the water for very long. Here's another piece right here. This one is kind of rough, but it's generally smooth. You know, it's not. There's no like pattern in it on either side. Oops. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so that one's just kind of smooth. But that's definitely not a rock. You know, that's a piece of fired clay right there. So this here is a piece of fired clay. Same exact material as the other pieces of pottery that I've found. Only it's small and round shaped. It's definitely not a rock. That's a piece of, like I said, fired clay. Same exact material as the other pieces of pottery that I found. That one's very unique because of how small it is. I guess that's definitely broken right there. But I mean, it looks like it would probably just curve up into an oval shape like that, like the rest of it. Isn't that weird? I wonder what that would have been used for. I mean, the other ones are like nice long pieces that are like kind of round, like it would be a bowl or something. But that is really small, but I know that's what that is. That's definitely the same material. That's pretty cool. I have no idea what that would be used for. Interesting. Look, another snapping turtle. He actually wasn't in my screener. He was up in the bank over there a little bit, but I put him on land and he fell down into my screener, but he's moving around. Fortunately, I didn't hit him with a shovel. I caught another one a couple weeks ago. This guy's actually a little bit smaller. That other one I found I thought was really small, but he's moving around pretty quickly. Cute little guy. I guess we'll put him back, I guess up on the bank somewhere. He'll find his way back into a little mud hole that he wants to dig or bury himself in. Look how big his head is compared to his body and his shell. He's like, get me back to the water. Oh yeah, he's gonna fall over the edge again. I'll leave him be. There he goes. I guess he's big enough to swim and find his way to a safe spot. Hopefully. There he is right there. I'd rather not leave him in this like fast current, this deep water right here, but he keeps going back in there, so I guess that's... Yeah, he's fine. I'll put him in this, I got a little pool back here of some really slow moving water. He'll go back there and dig himself a hole or a pit to bury himself in, I guess. Yeah, he'll be okay. And the reason I pulled my camera out is because I found one that is definitely going to be video worthy. I haven't picked it up yet, but I eyeballed it. Oh yeah. Yeah, you can see that perfect shape where the blades went. The very tip is broken and then the bottom's broken. No telling how long that thing would have been. It could have been really long for all I know. Nice and clear stone though. I can see through, it's pretty translucent on there. You can see again, once again, I mean, that's absolute. Like these right here are just kind of maybes. And they're, you know, kind of cool. I can see like a worked edge on them. This is just definitely pretty awesome. Of course it's broken, you know, but yeah, you can see the definite blade on there. I wish I had some better light today. It's pretty cloudy. You see that worked edge. That's a nice one. So I'll put all these back in my pocket and keep on searching. That was just right up on the bank right there, right on the side. And like I said, I eyeballed it before I even got to my screener. Haven't sifted that out yet, but who knows, might be more right here, right where I'm standing.